time to go. You should have been getting bags on the low.
XRP still the leader, tripping federated futures. SEC all defeated, raise the banner to the bleachers. Rats sipping margaritas, chilling, kissing senoritas. David Schwartz spills tequila on these South Island beaches. Get some cash, fill a bag, bump the bag, man, it's skanky. We just laugh, they feel mad at the wealth we generate. And when it's time, you can't reach it past the sky. Beyond being, we all rise with the feeling, masterminded like a genius. That's a sign you can't defeat it. Facts of life, you need a teacher qualified as the cleanest, fast design. It's the cheapest. Keep your keys and wallet up. Secret seats and all your funds. Instantly some billions. XRP is still the one.
That train is on the way out. That train is on the way out.
Boom, boom. The train has left the station. A forever reservation for vacation. I'll be patient, patient, patient. Never mind the threat we're facing. The roller coasters, ups and downs, we won't be stopping or be chasing. And there's no time for replacements. When Ripple beats the SEC, the whole world's gonna watch and see. New monetary policy, flooding with liquidity. Interoperability, the Trinity, the Triskelin, the XRP, the mission set. When the sun rises, it'll never set. The future is bright for the Phoenix. You'll be living what you're dreaming and no hard feelings. You had a chance to join the blue crew. Had a chance for financial freedom, but it slipped through. And you still do. I'll never tell you what to do, but you know what I'ma do. Buy XRP, still XRP, still XRP.
Representing for the holders all across the globe. Stuffing bags and enjoying the show. I got no time for no haters, man, it's time to go. You should have been getting bags on the low.
Train is on the way out. The train is on the way out. What is up? How's it going? Welcome, welcome. BTC community, XRP community, DLT community, crypto community, Blue Crew, and all the communities out there. Guys, what perfect timing for my internet to cut out while we were, showing this song, but it is what it is. Let's not think about it too much. I appreciate the support of those coming back into the stream. We were starting that stream really hot, though. We had a good 14 likes starting off the stream, but appreciate the people coming back. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this new song coming out from XRP Bags. Amazing stuff, man, as always, and just grateful to be a part of it. Thank you so much, XRP Bags, man. If you guys don't know XRP Bags, highly recommend hitting that subscribe and that bell. Still yet to join and be a member, man. I got to be a member, get a green wrench for the XRP Bags, fam. But thanks so much, man. It was fun being part of that awesome song, and just love the lyrics coming out from your camp, Alex D Vlogs, Crypto Tales, and Lady E. As always, such an honor, and once again, thank you so much. Can't believe it, already 2,302 views, 430 likes for this video. Unbelievable, and thanks for the support from the XRP community and all the communities out there. So guys, what do we got going on for today? We got not too much news, unfortunately, so we can be looking at a lot of charts today for sure. But in terms of news that we have for today, we got soccer star Messi's latest contract reportedly includes crypto fan tokens. Crypto is no longer in the early adoption stage, says Bittrex Global CEO. And then, of course, keeping our eyes on the prize, how crypto giant Circle could create a US-backed digital currency, and some stuff coming out from the BIS, the Bank for International Settlements. You guys know we got a microscope on the Bank for International Settlements. That is for sure. Once again, also from the last video, I just got to say thank you guys so much for the donations coming through. Unbelievable. Cryptoholic, XRP Bags, and in the last stream, holy cow, Bones TEP dropping like a 50 bomb or something. It was like $49.99, and I love that super sticker animation that you had, man. Just this guy with the fireworks going on behind him and his glasses on. Totally what we represent right here in this channel, man. So much love to y'all. Let me see who's in the chat. We got Kevin Land, we got Cryptoholic, XRP Bags, Legendary, K Snow, John Waring. You guys are awesome, man. Shout out to all of y'all. Thanks for tuning in. Let me get some other music on, and then we'll just jump in, man. Let's check out some charts. Let's see where XRP's at, because it's still XRP. Guys, XRP is still the #1 crypto, the #1 enterprise-focused crypto, the #1 that wanted to be the international translator for payments, the #1 that wanted to go in the direction of regulators working within the system instead of trying to circumvent the system from the outside. First one, only one that I know that is really trying to spearhead towards regulators and talking and educating regulators across the globe, central banks, governments, and the like. Obviously, we have cryptos like XLM, Algorand, HBAR, Atom, Tezos, DOT that are all doing their things. But man, we know who the clear leader and the first innovator in that direction was. It was XRP. Much love to the XRP community. So let's check out where XRP is at on the charts. Appreciate you tuning in, and we'll jump into some news as well. How's it going, everybody? Shout out to the Blue Crew. So as you guys can see here, we're around that 78.6 point of retracement. Makes sense that we get some selling pressure here today just because it's that psychological barrier of $1. But as you can see, if we zoom in closely, you're getting some really good battle right here between the bears and the bulls. But we're seeing some buying momentum coming on from underneath here. Hopefully it can continue to carry us up. Get like kind of a 3-bar play and maybe try to go up to as high as 121. That would be our next step right there. You never know in this space too, because like usually when you start seeing things ramp up like this, like we have right here before earlier, that's when you start getting these ridiculous fat candles. So maybe I'm being a little bit modest in what the next step could be. But man, you could get something as easily as like a shot up to 150 all of a sudden, 159. Probably deal with some selling pressure right there for a bit. But man, then you would have this opportunity where you're just creating this massive type of inverse head and shoulders right here that could possibly be forming right here. Let me clear this out and I'll show you exactly what I'm looking at here. Guys, appreciate the likes. Appreciate you guys tuning back in the stream. We got cut out from the previous one. Hopefully the internet doesn't cut out us again, but you never know in this space. So right here, and then maybe get our next shoulder right around this area, right? So shoot up all of a sudden 159, maybe a major retracement because of how short, how fast we went up towards the upside. But once you're at this point, it's like, who knows? It could continue on towards the bull cycle. Wouldn't be surprised, go straight parabolic. But, maybe we create a massive inverse head and shoulders right here and really have just a mega pump going into, September, October, November, December. These last 4 months of the year, this last quarter of the year could get really exciting in the crypto space. And guys, remember, like we've been talking about, step by step, almost day to day. I understand some days I'm not streaming, but you guys know I try to stream as every day, and we've been keeping our eyes on what's going on in the progression of this space. And so earlier the year, it was like Christmas every single day, month after month. It was just green candles like almost daily, which was insane. We had the major retracement over the summer, and it kind of makes sense because people's money is going elsewhere. It's the first time people can go traveling to places, go out, go to events and everything like that for over a year. So it's understandable that we had this crazy retracement over the summer months. But now that we're going to start going into winter and these last 4 months of the year, people are going to be looking to, maybe the Christmas traveling may be spent and stuff like that. But I think you're going to have like a second hype cycle happening, or the bull cycle continuation, and it's going to get harmonized again. You'll probably see Saturday Night Live doing more crypto references or crypto skits. You'll probably see even more media getting involved, talking about digital assets, talking about crypto. I think we're going into our next educational cycle where, the first educational cycle, it was like the era of Dogecoin, right? And who knows, maybe Dogecoin continues on in this next 4 months. But I'm interested to see what's going to be this next educational cycle that's going to continue the run up for the crypto bull cycle right here. So it could be a very exciting, near the end of year going into 2022. That's roughly where I'm guessing. But who knows, maybe we start with a bang in September and it's just month after month from there, just steady increase and really crazy, oh my god type of money. Because I really don't think we've gotten to that point, even though the beginning of the year was kind of like that. I think there was still some more room to go, and especially of course for XRP, and getting regulatory clarity for digital assets is going to be a massive boon for that as well. But I think, with other cryptos as well, these other enterprise cryptos, I think like the HBARs, the XLMs, the XRPs, they're all kind of still holding where they're at. I understand HBAR went from 3 cents up to like 25 or 30 cents. I still think there's a lot of room to grow for HBAR as well in this space. So we could be getting into that next start of the run up right here, and to quote XRP Bags, this is where you can double down and triple up, Well, This was the area right here for sure when we were calling the 50-cent bottom right here. That was where you could have doubled down and probably tripled up by now. But anyways, man, once again, Bones TEP, shout out to you. G-Money, dude, what's up, man? Heart to you, my dude. G-Money, $20 bomb. You're amazing, my man. Shout out to you. Glad Dude, Dr. Dre owns XRP, my man. You know that, XRP Bags. That's probably why you picked the song. You're like, oh, crap. I got a feeling Dr. Dre owns some XRP, man. I just wish in that song I would have given you better sound quality on the mic and been able to play to like a metronome, you know, like a very authentic type of recording thing. But either way, you know, it was awesome. And like, I'm just happy there's like great responses from it and everything. Big Rob, dude. I love Big Rob, man. Big Rob was in XRP Bags' stream yesterday. And when I showed up, Big Rob was like, Hydro, GDLT, Hydro. We still love Hydro, my man. We're still hodling our Hydro. This is a patient man's game with Hydro, right? Let's check out where the price is for it right now. And once again, guys, there's not much news today, so we can take some time to look at some cryptos, chat, have some good times. So right here, Hydro at 2.7 cents. We had an all-time high at 11 cents. Obviously, they had their, not coin burn, but their swap. And, you know, right now with a total supply of 1111111, right? And a very small market cap. I mean, this one's a major sleeper. This is why I like hodling Hydro, because, you know, you're probably at your bottom right here for this project. And if there's any, you know, any excitement that could come from it, who knows, right? But it's at 1667 on live coin watch currently. Man, if it creeps up to like 500 even, or 400 in the coin market or in the live coin watch, that coin market cap is going to probably be around 10 million, maybe 20 million, 30 million, 40 million, 50 million. Like, I still think there's so much more room to grow for Hydro, and, you know, we'll see what ends up happening. But, yeah, definitely just was so happy to get in really early on this one before its swap and all those types of things, and just still hodling onto Hydro. I mean, what they're doing, there's this no-code platform sounds really convenient for businesses to use, and I'm excited to see, you know, the connections they have with Currency Cloud, Google Cloud, and the like. Just really excited to see what could possibly be building with Hydro and Hydrogen platform. That is for sure. Yeah, so if XRP does get rejected here, we're having a feeling that we're going to probably get a nice little spike, maybe possibly over the weekend right now. Who knows? But what I'm really excited to see, if it is getting rejected here, because there is a long-term resistance period right here that we are facing, right? Looks like it broke out above it, though, that we have a chance now to treat this as support, which is great. So yeah, you could come back down here, treat this as a support, confirm the high or low, kind of have a ascending broadening wedge situation happening here. Oh, snap. Oh, I got to check that out. Hopefully you guys are making it into that little bucket here on the jar. But as you can see, yeah, maybe an ascending broadening wedge situation that's going on right here. And remember, we had this target here before we erased it because, you know, we already hit that target. But yeah, this is probably where you get a little bit of a retracement, maybe during the week, over the weekend, and then we come back next week getting ready for that next run up. But, you know, like we said before, that's not a guarantee that it's going to get rejected and go towards the downside, because we've seen moments like this where it looks extra bullish, man. So we could get that shot to 150. Those are our options. We like to look at the up and the down. Stock RSI is not in your favor. MACD is in your favor, and the RSI is in your favor, but the stock RSI, not so much. But anyways, let's get to our first piece of news. XRP Bags, you're awesome, man. I'll be out there soon for the re-record and video shoot. Okay, hell yeah, XRP Bags. I like that, bro. That would be awesome, man. That'd be fun to do, for sure. Alchemist, what's up? The Bretton Woods Bears. That sounds like a football team or something. That sounds good. Yeah, Bretton Woods realignment event is still going on, guys. We released a short video on our channel talking about it, and Kava being a part of it. I still haven't been able to find any other blockchain company that's at the Bretton Woods realignment event, but I just thought that that was very interesting that Kava like had that announcement. And remember, Kava Swap's going to be coming out very soon. They're interconnected with the IBC and ILP, Interledger Protocol, two of like the major leaders in interoperability, I would like to think, in this space. So Kava, I think, is setting itself up big time because it hasn't even really done yet what it's set out to do. And now with Kava Swap coming out and providing all these crazy DeFi options that you can be getting, 211 right now for Kava in the position on Live Coin Watch could creep in, you know, best case scenario, creeping into the top 100, which would mean like it's at around $1 billion or so market cap, and that can mean some really good things. We're talking about 106 total supply. Something like Solana has a 500 million total supply and has hit $60 before. So Kava with 100 million total supply, maybe triple digits could be in the cards in the very long run for Kava. So we've been enjoying the bottom that we were able to get Kava at. Now, awesome gains up to 590. Let's look at the charts here. Yeah, possibly come back down to treat, you know, previous resistance as a support, and looking like it wants to do that, you know, massive inverse head and shoulders deal right here that we've been charting out, right? But yeah, we like that bottom area that was right here at 260. Talking about it, accumulation zone right here, right? We'll see what happens this way. I wouldn't be surprised if we do get a little bit of consolidation for the short term, but it really depends on how bullish the overall breakout of the market is, you know, Bitcoin and whatnot as well. But I'm thinking the next high we're going to see for Kava, and it could be very soon with the advent of a Kava Swap, going to $10, right? $10 run up seems in the cards for Kava if it's continuing its bullish cycle towards the upside right here. And this one could be getting parabolic very soon. I mean, if you just look at this upward trend and how it's significantly just improving towards the upside, it's pretty impressive. So let me see right here. Yeah, curve line. Getting a little bit of a parabolic trend right here going on for Kava. Right? So who knows what that shot up could be. Maybe it surges past $10 and goes to 20. Like, we'll see. This is going to be a very exciting near the end of the year going into 2022, especially with all the infrastructure deals that are being set, possible regulatory clarity happening. I mean, guys, we could be in for a hell of a Christmas season, or just like, you know, holiday season ahead of us for the people in the crypto space. You know, the media is going to talk about crypto again. You know, they're going to bring up NFTs and, you know, DeFi options again and all those types of things. So I'm really excited for what the end of year and holiday season could be bringing, especially in those cold winter months where people can't go out of their houses. They're more on the internet. They're more on their devices, and then getting educated and, you know, watching TikTok videos, hearing people talking about crypto on TikTok or whatever. Just more education and awareness for crypto, I think, is going to help really push a lot of these cryptos, you know, past all-time highs and maybe even double. We'll see. Could be really exciting. This could be the moment, like in 2017, going towards the end of 2017 into 2018, where you just get some really crazy stuff going on. Kava at 589. How convenient. While they're at Bretton Woods. That's pretty awesome. There is a messy shit coin. That's funny. Yeah, so we're going to talk about Messi's news right now, actually. Oh, love, live, heal. I do too, man. I mean, for a guy who does crypto and beer live streams, got a little bit of a gut. And for that video, I got to get a, you know, a little swole. I got to do my 100 crunches a day. Live Art in the house. What's up, Live Art? Good to see you, my man. Guys, shout out to Love, Live, Heal, by the way. Check out her link that she dropped in the chat and her YouTube channel. Awesome stuff, as always. In a coin called $867, they are releasing the demo of the Play Win Jackpot. Hell yeah, J-Roy. Thanks for bringing awareness to the Blue Crew. Yeah, Bones TEP. I just want to say, man, thank you for the donation in that last stream, my man. I appreciate you. And guys, thanks for the 16 likes and the 20 viewers. You guys are amazing. But yeah, man, Bones TEP, that super sticker you used was really cool, man. It was like, you dude with glasses, fireworks going off, and then just seeing that $50 bomb. That was crazy, man. Much appreciated. So anyways, let's get into it. Soccer star Messi's latest contract reportedly includes crypto fan tokens. The financial package for Argentine soccer star Lionel Messi, much anticipated move to Paris Saint-Germain, includes payment in crypto fan tokens, sources claim. Argentine soccer superstar Lionel Messi, regarded as one of the game's greatest players of all time, has reportedly made crypto fan tokens a part of the payment deal in his financial package with French club Paris Saint-Germain. The information comes from sources close to the matter. According to Reuters, Messi, 34, who had been in FC Barcelona since he was 13, this week signed a 2-year contract with Paris Saint-Germain with an option to extend for a third year. His departure from Barcelona, with which he won 4 Champions League titles, was sealed after Spanish La Liga's financial fair play rules made it fiscally unviable for the club to continue to afford the star player. Messi has won the European Golden Shoe Award for top scorer at FIFA's Player of the Year Award 6 times. With this extract details still shrouded in secrecy, the allocation and terms of the inclusion of the crypto fan tokens in Messi's contract are unknown. Cointelegraph has reached out to PSG for comment and will update later. Fan tokens continue to be popular in global sports, with major Turkish multi-sport club Fenerbahce completing initial pre-sale of 500,000 tokens on Ethereum this week, netting the club 1.5 or 1.75 million in 30 seconds. Flash sales for the fan tokens are undeniably lucrative for the clubs involved and became even more prevalent during the pandemic induced lockdowns last year as a way to enhance clubs' digital presence, boost revenue, and maintain the engagement. Yet critics of the model have argued that the voting rights associated with token ownership offer fans little more than a cosmetic say in clubs' operation and representation of gratuitous monetization of fan management. So now we got Messi tokens, Messi cryptos. I mean, guys, you're starting to see the sports community on all fronts now. It's not only soccer, it's not only the NBA. You got the NFL heavily involved with it as well. Remember Tom Brady's autograph platform that is supposedly being built on Polygon, and Tom Brady partnering with FTX exchange Sam Bankman-Fried as well. So you're seeing a lot of these star sports athletes making the push of cryptos, of NFTs, and I can't wait, like I said, going into the end of the year, into the cold winter months. Who knows what happens? Maybe people staying at home longer and then seeing a lot more media, a lot more entertainment. And I'm expecting the media and entertainment industry will continue pushing this crypto NFT narrative the same way that we were seeing earlier in the year with Saturday Night Live, doing a few segments referencing crypto and NFTs, educating the masses on cryptos and NFTs. I expect more and more of this educational cycle to continue and just continue, snowballing, if you will, down the line. Can't wait to see which, Lionel Messi isn't going to be the end of it. You're going to see other major athletes talking about NFTs, getting involved with NFTs, having their own tokens, just everything like crazy, like the .com bubble, just everything getting tokenized. And it's just going to be completely absurd. One of the things is, though, you are kind of creating a world of silos when you're creating all these tokens, right? When you're creating a Messi token, you're creating a Tom Brady token, you're creating a basketball token, the NBA organization token, whatever token. All of these are silos. How are they going to be connected? What is going to be that converter that's going to allow for you to use any of these tokens anywhere, anytime, and then it gets converted for the merchants into a local CBDC perhaps, or their digital asset of choice, perhaps maybe Bitcoin, who knows. But always exciting to just try to keep up with, we like to keep our eyes on the prize and what's going on with banks and these institutions and these regulatory bodies, of course. But of course, understanding that the entertainment industry could really embrace this crypto thing, maybe even a lot quicker than what it would take, because we know regulators, very slow to a crawl in terms of regulating this crypto space. We know, central banks, yes, it's going to be very obvious that they will use DLT, but when that happens, maybe a little bit longer than how fast it can be with the industry, entertainment industry embracing digital assets. I think I heard another bell. Mo Money, what's up, my man? Shout out to Mo Money. Hopefully all your cryptos are treating you well, man. Thanks for the $5 donation. He's eating his pancakes. He's having his whiskey. Appreciate you tuning in, my man, as always, and appreciate your constant support. Mo Money, you're awesome, my dude. Guys, shout out to everybody here, man. Shout out to all the supporters and stuff of this channel. You guys make this channel what it is. Always a strong viewer to like ratio. We got 20 viewers, 18 likes. You guys are amazing, man. Always thankful, dude. Always thankful to y'all. I can't hang with the super small caps. Bones TEP, I feel you, man. J. Roy educating the peeps on the small caps. The small cap king. Low cap king. Shout out to J. Roy. All right. So, crypto is no longer in the early adoption stage, says Bittrex Global CEO. The Bittrex Global CEO explains where he thinks the crypto industry is in terms of adoption. The crypto industry began with Bitcoin's launch in 2008, flowering into a bustling industry filled with many different assets and blockchain-based solutions in the years following. The sector, however, is no longer in its infancy, according to the Bittrex Global CEO. I think we are already past the stage of crypto early adoption. Crypto has now gone mainstream. We have double-digit percentage adoption in both developed and developing countries. We even have Bitcoin adopted as a legal tender in a country, and many other countries are considering adopting Bitcoin as legal tender. El Salvador's government gave Bitcoin the official nod in June 2021, making the asset a legal tender across the country. The BTC green light in El Salvador means businesses must allow the asset as a form of payment in the region. At the commercial level, we are also seeing big changes, subsequently citing recent crypto-friendly developments from AMC and Venmo. Coming into play by 2022, AMC moviegoers should be able to pay their tickets in Bitcoin if all goes according to the theater's chain's plans. Users of the Venmo credit card have also been given the option of putting cashback rewards directly into crypto assets, thanks to a fresh function recently publicized by Venmo. Both are significant moves within the larger mainstream market, Stoneberg said of the AMC and Venmo developments. From a retail perspective, we're seeing cryptocurrency adoption booming globally. He also added Bitcoin adoption in a lot of developing countries was in the double-digit percentages, but has now also increased in the US from the single-digit percentage to double digits. What's more interesting to see is the growth and acceleration of institutional adoption of cryptocurrencies. Almost all major institutions have invested in cryptocurrencies or plan to invest in cryptocurrencies. Bitcoin has become a much more common investment, with a number of big companies such as MicroStrategy putting capital into the asset. Guys, great news coming out from the Bittrex Global, a major crypto exchange out here. Understanding, he's on the front line seeing how much demand there is in this crypto space, and that it's just continuing to grow more and more. And of course, we're definitely past the early adoption stage, but I wouldn't say we're necessarily mainstream yet. Maybe some cryptos are mainstream in terms of like where you can go up to an average person and say, hey, have you heard of Bitcoin? And they'll be like, oh yeah, I've heard of that thing. It's like kind of digital money or, whatever type of thing. And excuse the Southern drawl. Not everybody with a Southern drawl is, not educated. But besides that, more and more crypto adoption happening. Great to see that. And of course, Bitcoin being called legal tender in El Salvador. Now, Bitcoin being used as a payment option, I don't know if it's the smartest thing, especially considering the volatility of crypto and the volatility of BTC. I'm certainly hoping with higher price crypto, there's more stability. And maybe that's going to be the case for BTC down the line. But right now, this excitement of being able to use crypto as a payment option, I think is still a little bit half-baked, if you will, or not full. Yes, I understand institutions and companies are allowing for payments to happen. And I think this, merchants will allow for you in the future to pay with anything you want. But right now, especially in the phase of crypto that we're in, using crypto for payments, in my opinion, is still kind of a little bit I think this is more something you want to be hodling long term until there's real mass adoption and mainstream, attention. But to each his own. Nonetheless, great news getting from the Bittrex Global, the guy who's on the front lines with one of these major exchanges for crypto, just seeing ever increasing adoption in this space for digital assets. So good news coming out from Bittrex Global. Let's check out a chart. Let's see what's going on the charts here. Let's try to find a crypto that hasn't joined the party yet from what I remember, I do know Akash hasn't joined the party just yet. Like, a lot of these cryptos have already had their moves up towards the upside, and right here you still have Akash kind of still around this bottom range right here and kind of starting to thin out. It's been a major battle between bulls and bears right here, but wouldn't be surprised to see Akash at least pivot towards the top of this channel like we've been trying to scope out. Maybe possible $5 range, $4.50 range, which would be pretty good gains, a $2 jump up from where it is now. If it were to break towards the downside, we're talking about going probably to 150, and that would be your ultimate bottom right there for Akash. But just kind of amazed that it hasn't joined the party yet. You're seeing other Cosmos ecosystem tokens starting to move up towards the upside. So like things like Iris now currently trying to touch 10 cents, flirting with 10 cents. And when we were talking about it, it was around 6 cents or 5 cents. So wouldn't be surprised if we start to see Akash maybe try to move up towards that $5 range. You guys know, especially like, you know, when it was at the bottom there, we would look at our fibs right here, see that it's around that perfect 78.6 point of retracement, calling that bottom. We got the pivot, but now we just want the continuation of that pivot towards the upside, where it takes you up to the 470 range, 450 range, and then that's probably where you start meeting some heavy resistance. But definitely looking forward to seeing what Akash could do. I feel like it hasn't joined the party along with other cryptos that have already moved up. Let's check out what other cryptos haven't joined the party just yet. You got Ask Permission token down 50% in the past 7 days. Ask is super highly volatile. This crypto is a very highly volatile one. So let's check this one out. Maybe there's a good chance right here with Ask. AKT Will Moon. Bones TEP, man, you know it, dude. Decentralized cloud is no joke. And if your crypto's layer 1 is nodes are on a centralized cloud server, it doesn't really mean that it's a truly decentralized system. More and more people will wake up to that fact, though. VGR number 95 is my lowest ranked coin. I'm looking for 3 good low caps to get into. Mo money. Yeah, I mean, AKT being one of them. What's another one? I mean, I wouldn't chase this Iris pump for right now, but you never know. It's at 9 cents. I definitely think this one has such tremendously high, like the sky's the limit really for IrisNet, being the business arm basically of the Cosmos ecosystem. Their iService basically is the inner blockchain communication layer of Cosmos. So if businesses and blockchains want to be using IBC, they got to go through IrisNet for their iService, the IRETA protocol, their blockchain service network. We got a whole deep dive on Iris, and this is one of my more bullish coins that I'm really excited about. But we'll check that out in just a second right here. But with Ask token right here, going from our low to the high, right there, trending at oversold territory right here, just around the 78.6 range. Maybe it goes lower, maybe you go down to 0008 for Ask, and then you get your pivot towards the upside. But this one's an interesting one, considering it hasn't joined the party yet either. And we can see how heavily volatile Ask token really is right here. You're just seeing like kind of a dead line right here. It seems like it's dead, but stock RSI is looking pretty good. RSI is looking decent, and the MACD is not looking too bad. Got to keep our eye out for a possible move up towards the upside, and it could take you up to at least, I would say, right around here, 003 range, if it were to move up towards the upside. But let's check out Iris really quick. This one's already kind of joined the party, though, in terms of the recent run-up of tokens that we've had. But as you can see, we still believe the sky is the limit for this crypto. We don't know when it's going to start pivoting towards the upside again. But it could be in short order, and then all of a sudden you're at 30 cents again for Iris, and we got a projection that possibly takes you close to 50 cents for IrisNet right here. As you can see, the overall MACD has been decreasing. Stock RSI is not in your favor currently. Where we got in was right around here before this pivot towards the upside. And like I've said before, maybe you go sideways for a bit with Iris before breaking out towards the upside, but it could be a journey. It's not going to be like a straight up line up like I have it drawn here. It could probably hit 11 cents as a major resistance first, and then, you know, trickle down, retrace. But I'm excited for towards the end of the year, going into 2022 and beyond, for this project just because of their heavy connections to the People's Bank of China, the blockchain service network. I honestly think they're like the twin brother or sister of the Cosmos ecosystem. Like Cosmos is like representing the Cosmos ecosystem internationally, and then Iris is like the Cosmos ecosystem within China's, strict restrictions and regulations that they have. Hence why the blockchain service network itself even has blockchain service international and then blockchain service China. What's funny and what makes me think that China is going to really be kind of their own world like they already are compared to the rest of the world. I don't know if you guys saw the finale of Game of Thrones, but, sorry to spoil it. You guys have had many years to catch up with Game of Thrones and see it. But in the finale, and, if you don't want to hear the finale, you can pause it right now or just mute it for a little bit. But in the finale, after Bran Stark becomes a king, he's like a voiceless king. He's like this guy who registers the whole history of Westeros. He's kind of a psychic type of thing. So it's kind of maybe like the induction of a distributed ledger technology, right? Bran Stark, you guys know, he was like a warg and stuff like that. So he becomes king of Westeros, and he's kind of like just the guy who holds the ultimate history of all of Westeros, basically. And then kind of like a distributed ledger where, with proof of history or anything like that is like, it's immutable. You just know that that's the source of truth that you can go to. So that's like Bran Stark. And then you have one of the families. You have all these families that are representing their respective countries, and they all decide to join and be part of Westeros, be ruled under the Westeros and one king. And then next thing you know, one person says no, and it happens to be Bran's sister, and says that Winterfell will be independent of Westeros. It will be its own thing. The North will be its own thing. So I feel like in this point, Winterfell or the North is like China. They're gonna want to have their own thing going on, because of their, CCP and whatnot. So I think you're gonna have different crypto regulations in China, and then have this interoperability factor that, maybe possibly through Cosmos ecosystem and the IBC layer. But that looks like what they're setting up with Blockchain Service Network, the PBOC. They're setting up a Blockchain Service Network International and a Blockchain Service Network China. And maybe because they're getting prepared for possible regulations where China and the rest of the world are just in a different state of mind on crypto regulations and crypto uses, right? We got to be prepared for that for sure. I don't know if any of that really made sense, but I had to just say it. You know how it is. Somali Phillips, what's up? Here's a wrench. With the wrench comes great responsibility, Somali. Everybody welcome Somali Phillips to the Blue Crew. Appreciate you tuning in. Oh yeah, Chainlink, exactly. And Chainlink being connected through the Blockchain Service Network as well, connecting the international hubs and maybe the China hub. We'll have to see. Is that why Coinbase has yet to list VeChain? That is a very good possibility right there, Dieselhound. Like, I really feel... The thing is, Coinbase hasn't listed some major Chinese cryptos, right? It hasn't listed Binance, hasn't listed Tron, hasn't listed VeChain, hasn't listed Iris token either. So maybe there's a major reason, because you would think, like, I don't know, Cosmos being part of Coinbase kind of makes me think that they're not going to list Iris onto Coinbase because Cosmos is basically like the international arm, right? But that could be a very good reason. Maybe that China is going to just set up a different type of regulatory framework compared to the rest of the world. And maybe that's a major reason why it's not on Coinbase yet. That's a good question right there, Dieselhound. Oh, Alchemist, yeah, I get what you're saying. Like, Bran Stark is like Chainlink, basically. He's like an oracle. I hear you. That's very true. It could be Chainlink that he is. Guys, thanks for the 22 likes and the 21 viewers. So yeah, that's what we're looking at here, right here with IrisNet. I'm really excited for the future of this token and what could possibly be coming from it. We know it's highly volatile, but as you see, like with, other cryptos and like Tezos, it's got a very strong upward support going back all the way back to March of 2020. This one's a fairly new crypto, though. I'll give you that. Tezos has a little bit more history to it, that since 2018, Tezos has just had a very positive upward trend with higher volatility. But I'm really feeling like we're coming to close to a bottom around here at this range for IrisNet. Maybe you get a little bit of a fake out. You get a little bit of a fake out right here for Iris, where maybe you get a dump towards the downside right around here, and then you start coming back in and then go towards the upside. So those are our options right there for IrisNet. Let's check out where VeChain is at. VeChain's probably not been doing too bad. I expect VeChain to probably have a massive end of year as well. A lot of people sleeping on this crypto. And look at this, man. VeChain right here, looking very similar to this area. And we know what happens when VeChain starts to go up in this direction. You could hit resistance right here, though, and sell off and come back down to test long-term support levels. But if it breaks through here, then it's game on, man. You can possibly start seeing VeChain just go nuclear, like towards the upside. Like, you'll probably have like a lot of talk happening, a lot of people announcing they become millionaires and stuff when VeChain starts getting into the 30-cent range, 40-cent range. It's going to be a lot of crazy hype and FOMO that'll probably come in for VeChain if it starts breaking through here. But very happy that we broke up towards the upside right here. We found that bottom right there for VeChain, right around that 5-cent range. Now we're back at 10 cents, already doubled in such a short order of time. Hence why I wouldn't be surprised if you do get some retracement here, confirm a higher low, and then just continue on towards the upside. But a lot of bullishness coming in right now for VeChain. Really good to see. All right, let's get into the next piece of news. How crypto giant Circle could create a US-backed digital currency. Crypto giant Circle has announced its intention to become a bank, fully regulated by the Federal Reserve, the Office of the Comptroller of the Currency, and the FDIC. Why it matters? We're still a very long way from this happening, but if it does, Circle's USDC stablecoin could become a de facto central bank digital currency. How it works: central bank or Circle's dream is to become a narrow bank, one that eschews fractional reserve banking entirely and instead places all deposits on reserve at the central bank. Only banks can open accounts directly at the central banks, which credits them with pure money. In Circle's case, the depositors would be holders of USDC, and the collateral backing up USDC would be the money on deposit at the Fed. Circle would protect or pocket for itself the interest that the Fed pays on bank reserve. The big picture is, if the dream were to become reality, then Circle would effectively be issuing a cryptocurrency backed by the Fed itself, for all intents and purposes, a central bank digital currency, or CBDC. If Circle were allowed to do such a thing, then presumably other banks would be too, and they would rapidly start competing with each other to pass through most of all of the interest that the Fed pays on reserves. Buying those stablecoins would be tantamount to having money on deposit directly at the Fed. Between the lines, a would-be bank called TNB has tried to do narrow banking in the US and has gotten nowhere. The Fed doesn't like the idea for reasons well glossed by the Bloomberg's Matt Levine in 2019. Fractional reserve banking is the engine that powers money creation and even modern capitalism. Full reserve banking risks messing with that model in a way that could prove dangerous. Be smart. Circle Chief Strategy Officer Dante Disparte tells Axios that the company hasn't yet even properly initiated the process of applying to become a bank. It's just announced its intention to do so. Disparte says they're willing to do whatever the policymakers want. That might even mean giving up on the dream of having 100% of its assets in the form of Fed reserves, even though that's something all other banks are allowed to do. The bottom line: most assets at most banks are loans that can, in theory, default. That's also true of Circle's assets right now. They're mostly commercial paper and other low risk loans. Moving to a no-risk system would create a backdoor CBDC. It seems unlikely the Fed would let that happen without being extremely deliberate about it. So a little preview into the pros and cons of having a stablecoin like USDC becoming a central bank digital currency, which is still in the cards and a possibility, but also just a reminder of how early this really is and not letting the hype get ahead of the reality. Like Circle just said, They've just announced their intention to do so. Doesn't mean that it's just going to be straight from here. They're going to become a national bank by the end of the year. This could be, something that we look forward to, continue following and going into next year, and then seeing where we're at this point next year, and where Circle is at on its way to maybe trying to become a national type of crypto bank, which would just be unbelievable, and maybe its connections to the feds increasing more and more. But it definitely looks like, with Circle's intention to IPO and working with regulators, they're setting themselves up for success. But still very early days for Circle and the USDC token. But I'm very excited for the cryptos that are already involved and connected to this, the highest US dollar pegged stable currency. And I think you're going to continue to see more and more volume flowing through the USDC because of the major connections to some major players in this crypto space, like Ethereum, Solana, XLM, Tezos, HBAR, even Tron, if you will, Algorand. So really good basket right there. And I think Kava is also part of it as well. So looking forward to the future here. But once again, a little bit of the hype ahead of the reality, and just coming right back down to earth. They've listed their intention to become a crypto national bank. We'll see if they do so in the future, and we'll definitely be keeping up with this development without a doubt. I love my Link long-termer. Who knows? I think Link is going to definitely kill long-term, man. Link is the leading decentralized Oracle crypto, and it's by far the leader. Like, you're not really seeing a lot of other decentralized oracles connecting and tapping into so many blockchains in this space. Like, DOS Network isn't really doing that. I love Band Protocol because it's an IBC, already enabled IBC decentralized Oracle platform. But from what we know with Chainlink and Iris's partnership, Chainlink is going to be providing the data price feeds to IRITA, to Iris, to the blockchain service network. So kind of interested to see where Band falls in place there. But maybe, both of them could exist. Band Oracle solution and Chainlink Oracle solution. But so far, the clear leader and way ahead of all these other decentralized Oracle solutions is Chainlink. So once again, another kind of ascending, broadening wedge situation here for another crypto. And you can see it right here with Chainlink. Got lucky to notice the bottom right here as well with Chainlink around that 78.6 zone. Got the major pivot towards the upside. That was unbelievable. Chainlink being at $15, now at $25, and could be working its way up. Maybe you get a major retracement down here. Test $20 again for Chainlink. And then next thing you know, it starts making a nice major run up towards the $75 range. Possibly $100, you guys. I mean, it's no guarantee it's going to break towards the upside. I understand the space is outrageous and it can really, change in a second. But right now, if we're going to just trust the TA, trust the ascending support trend line that Chainlink has established, we're looking at possibly towards the end of the year, $75 to $100 Chainlink. And I wouldn't be surprised. Super low supply for this crypto, leader in its respective space, major connections to all these other cryptocurrencies. Like, Chainlink could be getting ready for a really, really massive run up towards the upside. And, just came out when it was released. It came out during the end of, near just the beginning of the 2017 bull cycle. It got to reach a peak from where it was at. What was it? 13 cents up to $1.28. So a 10x in that 2018 to 2017 bull cycle. And now it's just been a nice parabolic upward trend for Chainlink. And who knows where this train or this, this boat will stop its ascension. But I feel like a triple digit Chainlink is almost like being modest, right? For what it could do, especially like $100 Chainlink. So I think, especially if you're going to have another bull cycle happening, another educational cycle happening, another adoption cycle happening, I think triple digit Chainlink is possibly in the cards right here. And considering its super low supply, right? Yeah, 1 billion max supply. Won't be surprised to see Chainlink at around triple digits. Oriole, how you doing, man? Good to see you, man. Appreciate you tuning in. Chainlink has been a star in my crypto portfolio. Oh, without a doubt, Bones TEP. If you were... Yeah, exactly. Alchemist. Yeah, Chainlink is probably just like... It's got to be a staple in the crypto portfolio. I would say so for sure. What's good, G? DC Precise, appreciate you tuning in. Oh yeah, Orion Protocol for Coinbase. Guys, we were talking about ORN, and now it's getting some more love right here. It's already got a shot up in the past 24 hours towards $10. Wouldn't be surprised if it starts going back up to that $27 range again. And remember, when it hit $27, there's still no activity. Like, it hasn't really achieved what it's looking for, right? And we're talking about 100 million total supply for Orion Protocol, ORN. This one looks like it's going to be a major sleeper because, you know, the actual platform hasn't truly launched. It's just a vision for now, but major players backing this platform. Wouldn't be surprised to see it, you know, go into that $30 range, especially if we have another run up for this crypto. Got lucky to find the bottom. You know, this is the thing with the immaturity of the space. All these cryptos moving up and down together, so a lot of their charts just look very similar. But wouldn't be surprised to see an inverse head and shoulders start right here, come back down to around the $7 range, and then continue up towards the run up, and then just go for some massive gains. I think $27 could totally come back. This Coinbase listing, it hit $27 without Coinbase, guys. That's what I just need to say. It hit $27 without Coinbase. You got a breakout already happening here. Sure, there's going to be some selling pressure and consolidation that people are taking from the Coinbase news. It'll bring you down probably to $6 again, maybe $7.60 right here. I could see $7.60 and then a pivot back up towards the upside, continuing bullish trend. Something very similar to what happened here. Can see happening here. Right? And that's going into 2022. 2022 can be a very, very exciting time in the crypto space if we are continuing this bullish trend reversal and trusting the upward trend line of these cryptos. But yeah, thanks for shouting out the Orion Protocol being listed on Coinbase. This is why I love the Blue Crew, man. You guys bring awareness to each other as well. Oh, Fetch AI. Hell yeah, man. Fetch AI on Coinbase as well. Love that, Oreo. Thanks for the donation, my man. Shout out to you. Yeah, you know we love some Fetch AI. And look at that. We hit our freaking target. That is awesome. I love seeing that, man. Look at that. We got the pivot towards the upside that we were looking for Fetch. Love this. We drew that pivot line right here, and it just went straight up to that target. Now you're seeing, you know, there's some good buying pressure happening on today's candle right here. But wouldn't be surprised, like a lot of these cryptos just forming a very massive inverse head and shoulders right here that we could be getting for these cryptos and possible continuation towards the upside. I mean, FET was able to hit close to $1 before Coinbase listing. Now we got that Coinbase listing. Who knows what that's going to carry it to. But very exciting times nonetheless. Love seeing that. Great shout out from Oriole right here. You know we love the Cosmos ecosystem tokens, and FET being a major one without a doubt, and some really big connections for that platform as well. But I love it, dude. It hit our target right here. Calling out that bottom right there at around 19 cents, man. Some people made probably some really good gains from 19 cents up to 50. You know we were buying this bottom for FET. Had to, man. The charts look just too damn good. We were testing previous resistance as support at that level, and we bounced, and we were at the 78.6. The stock RSI was in our favor. So many things that were just lining up for this move, and I'm just happy that the TA came through on a lot of these cryptos of us calling the pivot from where we were at. But once again, this could be just a relief rally, you guys. We just have to wait and see. But I think even, you know, long term right now, FET still looking really good with that Coinbase listing, and possibly has a chance of going parabolic. Could be a hell of a start of the holiday season going into September, and just seeing some fat green candles for a lot of these cryptos. Thanks for that shout out, though. I think Elrond Gold is going to surprise a lot of people. Mo Money, without a doubt, man, because they have a major involvement here with Orion Protocol, right? And EGLD with that super low supply of 22 million, currently at $138. You know, it hit I'm sure some major news is going to be coming out for it, and it hit 232 before then. You could see a massive inverse head and shoulders actually forming right here as well for Elrond Gold. Let's check out the chart. EGLD definitely one to keep an eye out for, without a doubt, my dude. And it's possibly going parabolic right now. This it might not even do this sideways action. This could be your parabolic move right here. But it hit our resistance level. Did you see that? That's pretty good, man. I'm happy that we saw that right there. It hit that that resistance level right there as well. Gotta love it. But let's remove this for a second. Yeah, you could be seeing Elrond right now just going straight up parabolic. Look at this. Just almost perfect right there. I didn't even have to do as many adjustments, but this is looking not too bad right here for the future prospects of EGLD. Good call right here, my man. Yeah, dude. Wow. You're talking about like possibly $500 in the cards right here for EGLD. That was a wonderful bottom to get it. Dude, getting it at $60. Calling that bottom right there for that as well when we looked at it earlier in the season. EGLD was a really good opportunity right here. This is a hell of a pivot towards the upside. You're getting a little bit of selling pressure. Probably come back down to the 110 area, test previous resistance as support right around here. Probably at 106 or something, maybe even 113, but you're getting some really good buying pressure coming up from this candle here. Could get another major move towards the upside at 198, and then retracement big time from there. But yeah, EGLD definitely a major sleeper in the space, Mo Money, without a doubt. Really good connections too. Phil looks ready, in my opinion. Yeah, let's check out Filecoin. Guys, appreciate the support from the Blue Crew. Thanks for everybody tuning in. We got 24 viewers and 27 likes. Thanks to any new subs to the channel. You guys are amazing. What are your thoughts on social tokens? I'm starting to hear Rally being talked about more and more. Interesting for a semi-low cap. Bones TEP, I mean, I like the... For me, it's like, how does it do with payments first? Like, that's the overall bee's knees. Like, how fast are its transactions? How cheap are its transactions? I mean, use case is great and all, but if you can't do payments very well, I'm not too confident in the long-term standing for that type of crypto, right? So, you know, we'll see. We'll see what ends up happening, but, you know, social cryptos, like, it's a good use case that could be geared towards it, but who says, like, Algorand or XLM or XRP or any of these super fast payment cryptocurrencies that are going to probably have better network effects down the line can't have applications that eventually build social applications on top of them to use faster transactions, cheaper transactions, highly secure, more reliable, right? There's a lot of factors that come into that type of stuff. And when I look at like specific use case cryptos, like how specific is that use case? How important is that use case to have today? And is it something that some other blockchain can't develop down the line because maybe that other blockchain has faster payments or more network effects going for it or higher security, right? Iris is my really dude. I don't know the next move. Oreo, can you just elaborate on Iris right there, my man? What do you mean? What? Iris is my really dude. I'm just trying to decipher that because I love Iris. I think Iris. I'm very bullish on Iris for sure, long term. A lot of people sleeping on Iris. When you still have Iris not being mentioned in the same basket as, I understand XRP is in a class of itself compared to all crypto, so I won't even count it. But XLM, Algorand, you know, even DOT or HBAR and some of these other cryptos, I think Iris deserves to be in that name, in that same vicinity, because what they're doing with Blockchain Service Network and their connections to the PBOC, People's Bank of China, and members of their team having been part of like the State Information Center of China and also part of Wobi International, which is a major exchange, right? And then just everybody in the Cosmos ecosystem saying how awesome Iris is and their team is to work with, and that they're basically the enterprise arm of the Cosmos Atom ecosystem. Like, I think Iris is just so undervalued. And then also considering there's only about 1 billion tokens. I mean, there's so many factors into that. And you get 10% staking on Iris, which is awesome. You've been holding the... Oh, dude, hell yeah. You've been holding Iris since 2 cents. My man. Shout out to Oriole. Yeah, Iris is awesome, dude. We love Iris here. Definitely, like, I've just been day by day growing more and more bullish on Iris and really loving what they're doing and just how super laser focused their team is on providing enterprise solutions to legacy systems through IRETA, through the implementation of inter-blockchain communication layer. Just so many great things for it. Alrighty, guys. So we got some Twitter news as well. Not too much as we've been saying, but Bank for International Settlements, time to dress up GSIBs, pull several levers to lower their regulatory scores at year-end. The compression of OTC derivatives, intra-financial system assets, and liabilities has intensified over recent years and could weigh on market functioning. We also got coming from them, thanks to, we have Augustus Carson's appearing here, and something probably worth checking out. So thanks to YPFF St. Yale for the great discussion, policy lessons, the big picture. Augustus Carson said, one early lesson from the COVID situation is that there can be large synergies between monetary policies and fiscal prudential policies. So definitely would recommend trying to find this live stream and checking it out. Here's the whole speech right here. If you guys want to check it out as well, I'll share the link to the chat. XRP Joe, what's up, man? Yeah, Oriole, it's awesome, man. It's really cool. The more research you do on Iris, and then the more connections you're hearing about it, and just the positive, you know, once again, if you guys haven't seen our deep dive on Iris on our channel, Iris Network being connected to Hyperledger and being shown on Hyperledger's global forum this year. So there's still activity going on for Hyperledger, right? The Hyperledger Global Forum, IBC plus iService in enterprise applications and interoperability of IRETA Hub. Guys, Hyperledger is led by the DTCC and Accenture. The DTCC is the digital, transaction clearing, or what is it? I forgot what their full name was for the Depository Trust and Clearing Corporation and Accenture. And then you also have Intel involved, Fujitsu involved, IBM involved, Oracle involved, Red Date involved, right? Hyperledger Fabric, Besu IBC combined with IRETA, bringing interoperability on enterprise blockchains. Jeffrey Hu, research developer of Beyondji, IRETA Hub using IrisNet, right? NFT cross-chain transfers. Talking about this at Hyperledger, guys. This is such a major sleeper in the space. So, yeah, Oriole, I love, definitely love Iris, man. No worries. No doubt about it. Right? It's like people see Iris, like, it's just funny to me that, they'll hype up things like, I love Algorand. We're about to talk about Algorand also on Twitter, but I'm just fascinated for some reason that Iris just never gets thrown into that basket where you talk about enterprise cryptos. You think it's just Algorand, you think it's just HBAR and XRP and XLM and XDC, but Iris there being referenced by the Hyperledger, global forum that has all those enterprises part of it, talking about using IRETA, the enterprise arm for enterprise solutions and NFT cross-chain, solutions. But, oh no, Iris is not a real deal. It's not undervalued. People are going to be hyping up Iris once it's past 30 cents again or 25 cents again. And then if it touches $1, you're going to all of a sudden see on crypto Twitter people who said they've been invested in Iris all along, but like not trying to promote any education of it or anything. But Legendary, thanks for the $1.99 donation. You're awesome, man. Appreciate you tuning in. Yeah, XRP Joe, exactly, man. Where are you buying Iris? I was buying Iris at either MXC or Bitmart. I think that's where you can get Iris, but I've actually just been using now just Osmosis Zone, which is the Cosmos ecosystems like AMM. And when you go into Osmosis, you have to have a Kepler wallet already set up. But when you go into the Osmosis Zone, you can swap Atom or Osmo, depending on what you have, or any other Cosmos ecosystem token that you got that's already IBC enabled on there, and you can swap it for Iris. But in terms of an exchange, I think you can get it on Gate. Let's see where else. MXC and Bitmart. Yeah, MXC, Gate, Binance, Huobi, Hotbit. But what and Bittrex apparently. What I do though is that if I do get it on exchange, I send it right over to my Kepler wallet or my Cosmos Station wallet, and I start staking it right away. You get 10% staking, and I just been trying to kind of build up those compounding those staking rewards on Iris, trying to just keep building it up, especially while it's under 10 cents. Just continue, compounding those staking rewards and try to get a really awesome daily staking reward for IrisNet. And a lot of these Cosmos ecosystem tokens, there's like just really good percentage APY. You get 10% on IrisNet, 10% on Atom, 30% on Kava, right? 30% on Secret Network. Secret Network's a major sleeper. The only private smart contract platform that is out there right now, and it's IBC enabled as well. Definitely a big fan of Secret. We were talking to people about Secret when it was around 70 cents, saying this is a major sleeper, all-time high at 537, and we've already been seeing even more and more things building for Secret. And SCRT, 189 total supply, currently at 271 on the live coin watch. Wouldn't be surprised if this one sneaks into the top 200 and then maybe top 150 very soon. And then who else do we got? You got STARNAME that's starting to make a little presence for itself, but it's on CoinGecko currently. STARNAME is doing some things. Regen Network is doing some things. XPRT, Persistence Token. I bought recently what I think is this bottom for Persistence. I'm really excited for what's going to be coming out, especially once IBC is really underway and you got Gravity Dex, Emerus going, doing its thing. Persistence is going to be allowing liquid staking of these IBC enabled tokens. So you could be staking them, and even though you're bonding them for like 20 days or 14 days or whatever, you can be using those staking, the crypto you're staking, because it's IBC enabled and connected to Persistence. I think Persistence is doing some really cool things. Some people are saying Persistence is like what ICX is to Korea, like Icon is to Korea. They're saying Persistence is to India. Right? It has a big presence in India. It's related to Sunny Agrawal is a major supporter of Persistence, and hence probably why it's on the Osmosis Zone platform. And I'm excited to see what's going to be coming from this crypto. I think that this one's a major sleeper as well. Pretty low supply. Hit an all-time high already of $17. We'll see where it goes from here. And it hit $17 without its liquid staking features being available or anything like that. So I'm just a really big fan of the Cosmos ecosystem. I think it's very undervalued. I think you see a lot of hype going into the Ethereum ecosystem still, the Binance ecosystem still. I'm pretty sure soon enough, though, you'll start seeing, newer ecosystems kind of get the craze. Maybe Cardano, maybe Polkadot ecosystem, maybe Solana, and, Cosmos for sure will start getting some hype as well. Algorand starting to get into DeFi. We got some news on Algorand right here. Excited to welcome Tech to the Algorand ecosystem. They just launched the first Japanese language Algorand curriculum on POL, the leading crypto learning platform in Japan. For more info on the great news for our Japanese community, Green Crypto, Algorand, Tech. Congrats to the Algorand family, the Algorand ecosystem. Sentinel announcing we are very excited about the possibilities of Cosmos getting its own stablecoin. People guys, people guys, what's people guys? UST from Terra Station, Terra Luna. UST is going to be on Osmosis Zone and now heavily involved with the Cosmos ecosystem. We know Luna has already had major connections with the Cosmos ecosystem, but now them being finally IBC compliant and interoperable in the IBC community, you're going to see a major boon for the Cosmos ecosystem, I feel like, with the addition of the UST stablecoin. Siocoin also being a major player, right? Connections to Akash. We definitely love SC as well. Great, I'm about to FOMO into Iris. Mo money. I'll never tell you what to do, but you know what I'm going to do. Buy XRP, hodl XRP, still XRP. Alex D Vlogs. You have all of these coins? Dude, Alex D Vlogs, I mean, considering I've been in the space since 2016, and considering I try to stake and earn interest as quickly as possible, and then taking those staking rewards and spreading them out instead. Sometimes I compound the interest into those cryptos, but I also try to take my staking rewards and throw them into other cryptos. And yeah, man, I want to own them all. With a name like GDLT, dude, I want to catch all these cryptos that I think are enterprise-related cryptos that are trying to work with regulators, that have heavy connections to the Interledger protocol. I want it all, man, even if it's a small bit. Considering how early we are in the space, my man, $20 in a, you know, you can get really lucky if you have $20 in just one crypto, and all of a sudden it makes it through, you know, the freaking needle in a haystack of regulation that we're going to be experiencing. Like, what if that $20 turns into $2,000 in mass adoption, right? And of course, you know, not saying it will, and I'm a big dreamer, but I do believe that, you know, only $1 trillion in the space compared to the trillions upon trillions that will be flooding the space. And considering there's going to probably be a major consolidation of cryptos towards the ones that actually have real utility and actually have purpose, and, you know, considering trillions of dollars could be flooding into those cryptos, what if they are flooding into Iris? What if they are flooding into the Cosmos ecosystem? I want a piece of that, right? I want a piece of every token in that ecosystem, considering that there's like the Cosmos ecosystem compared to Binance ecosystem is much smaller and higher quality, in my opinion. Like, if you look at the coins on that Cosmos ecosystem, look into all their CEOs and their connections that they have to IBC, to blockchain service network, and some major institutions, Hyperledger and whatnot. I think they're a higher quality band of cryptos that are on the Cosmos ecosystem than on Binance Smart Chain. And you see Binance, just any crypto that comes out on that platform is exploding, right? So I think you're going to see that happen for Cosmos, but probably more so when we're getting closer to mass adoption and really seeing the capabilities of what IBC and inter-blockchain communication can do. But to answer your question, man, yeah, I want to hodl them all. Even if I have just $10 in a crypto, I don't care, dude. You don't know what that $10 can do. That $10 could turn into $100, right? It could turn into $1,000, and then you can use that to trade into something else or to cash out or whatever. But that's what I'm doing. I know I'm spreading myself very thin, but I do have a high concentration initially into cryptos I was luckily able to get in very early on, like the XRPs, the HBARs, the CODIs. And by being diversified, it gave me opportunities to even diversify even more. Like getting HBAR gains and CODI gains from 3 cents up to like 30 cents. You know, taking some gains and maybe putting that into other cryptos that haven't yet joined the party or still need, you know, major development. So I try to, like, you know, spread it around and like try to find ones that haven't joined the pump yet, take profits, switch it over to another crypto that I really like and whatnot. So, but that's just me, like, and that's my journey. I try to record them all down, you know, so I can keep track of all the cryptos I'm owning. But I do believe like a lot of them will be interoperable, and hopefully I'm just in on maybe 5 of them that can really survive going into mass adoption. Yeah, but I try to just take my staking rewards and put them into other cryptos. Like, for example, in the Osmosis Zone, been loving Osmosis Zone because you get a high percentage yield for your Osmo that you're staking, which is like 200+%. And you'll get staking rewards daily, and I just daily take those staking rewards, and instead of compounding them into Osmo, I convert them into things like Iris, into things like Atom, into things like Regen Network and XPRT. And I'm not, it's just money that I've gained through staking. It's not even my own money coming from my bank account. That's what I love about DeFi and this whole space, man. It's like, it's crazy. It's a crazy space. But yeah, you know, I think XRP is just going to kill it. Don't get me wrong, guys. I think XRP has the highest potential because it's the first one to spearhead towards regulators, and has the most members of former regulators on their team as well. So I think XRP could totally blow minds. And if it ends up being the only crypto that ends up blowing up out of the cryptos that I hodl, I'll still be fine. I'll be celebrating with y'all. We'll be popping bottles. But now if XRP succeeds and the Cosmos ecosystem succeeds, then like, wow, right? Then we could be having some really good times. And the Algorand ecosystem succeeds, we can have really good times. HBAR ecosystem succeeds, we're going to have some really good times. Alex Yeet in the house. What's up, Alex Yeet? I recently bought a little bit of Alchemy Pay and went to 3 cents. It went from 3 cents to 16 cents. Okay, Funky Fresh. Hopefully you're not chasing that pump, my man. Hopefully you got in at 3 cents versus 16 cents, my dude. But you never know. It could be something that's just early starting on and goes to 25 cents or 50 cents. But that's awesome, man. Oh, Animal 54 has also got some ACH. Do we have that on our list here? No, we got to add it to the list. Thanks for the awareness, guys. Yeah, up 4,000% in the last 30 days. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be chasing this pump. I don't think I'll be chasing this pump anytime soon. But definitely a hell of a total supply at 10 billion. Current total market cap is at 899 million, but yet it's at 8,441 on Live Coin Watch. Don't know if that makes sense, especially considering that total cap right there. But yeah, that's what Live Coin Watch has right here. But yeah, definitely looks interesting. I got to look into it a little bit more. I feel like I've heard that being mentioned in other places. And Funky Fresh, he does like hella good research, so he's probably seen Alchemy Pay connected to some major things. But anyway, let's see what else we got here. So yeah, UST coming to Osmosis Zone. Greg Asuri announcing that. I'm sure Luna is going to also be part of the Osmosis Zone, so that's going to be some good times ahead, without a doubt. And once again, guys, if you guys haven't checked out the Still XRP song that has Alex D Vlogs, has Crypto Tales, Lady E, Miles P, and XRP Bags and myself, please go do so and check out XRP Bags' channel. He's an awesome content creator. Just amazing stuff coming out from his channel daily, just constantly. So awesome stuff and just a really fun song to be a part of. Once again, so thankful to be a part of it. And, you know, hopefully you guys have been enjoying it and stuff. So yeah, I think that's about it. We can check out another cryptos chart really quick. Here, I'll just let the last one for the charts here. Anybody who wants to bring up a crypto in the chat, please bring it up. The first one to do so, I'll check that chart. I only own 9 coins: Cardano, EGLD, VeChain, XRP, Link, XLM, ZIL, VGX, and Crow. Oh yeah, exactly. Crow's another one that I've been converting my Osmo tokens into. I need to buy more, LOL. Mo Money, I mean, that's a solid foundation there, my man. Yeah, VeChain is going to be a monster. Exactly, approved by Chinese Gov. Exactly. Animal 54, that's awesome, man. Okay, D. Haviland, let's go for Sia Coin, my man. So yeah, with Sia Coin, we just had like a straight moonshot towards the upside. We still have yet to hit our target here of what we're looking for at 25 cents. But we were happy about that bottom of it dipping beneath a penny. Double bottoming here. I think, man, dude, this is looking really good right here for Sia Coin. Once again, we got our longward upward trend, support trend right here. And considering how far down it is from the peak, high to low right here, you got so much room to grow for for Sia coin. I mean, not only considering it going past possibly back up to the highs of 6 cents, you're talking about, you know, possibly in the short term at least, getting a nice shot up towards around 3 cents to 5 cents, and then possibly hitting some resistance right there. But we've seen this happen before for Sia coin, especially around these areas right here. Starts curving on up towards the upside. There's good buying pressure. You've seen the selling pressure decrease significantly. The only thing that's not in your favor is the stock RSI right here. So maybe you get a little bit of a retracement, come back down to around 105 to test support as resistance as support, and then you get your shot up towards this range. Yeah, you need a breakout above this right here. There's like a trend line that's going up in this direction. But this could be bullish. Ascending triangle right here. It's either going to pivot. I mean, of course, it could either break. If it breaks towards the downside here, which I don't think it will, I think you're coming back down to about very low penny range and then getting a chance at it again. But I think we're ready for this breakout right here. And if we get the breakout, you're going to probably see the first step be around 2.6 cents for Sia coin. And then if it does break out there, you come back down, test the support or resistance as support, and then hopefully you're coming back and continuing an even higher bullish cycle. And I think 10 cents Sia coin could be possibly happening right here for this crypto. I know that sounds extremely bullish for Sia, but yeah, no long-term ascending trend here or a roof trend. I don't know where the roof of this could possibly be. I mean, this is the first time we've been seeing Sia coin just have crazy volatility for a really long time. And remember, its previous all-time high was at around 10 cents. So saying that it could hit 10 cents again, you know, it's not out of the cards, right? And if we look at a previous historical pattern here, what's going on over here is very similar in a bigger sense of what's going on over here. So maybe you do get some sideways action. It breaks down towards the downside, keeps supporting the long-term upward trend. And then next thing you know, we start getting that curve towards the upside and just straight freaking up bullishness, taking us up past 10 cents again, and maybe even more so. It got to 10 cents without all the developments that it has going on right now. So I'm excited to see what other things could happen. And remember, they're connected to a lot of these decentralized cloud or decentralized GPU type of use case cryptos, like excuse me, like Akash Network, like Render Token and stuff like that. So I'm really excited to see what can happen here for Sia coin. Also, it looks like a possible, you know, cup and handle situation right here, where it could lead towards a breakout towards the upside in a massive way. Sia coin, definitely want to look out for, without a doubt. But anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for tuning in for another DL Talk. I appreciate you guys tuning in. As always, thanks for the support. Thanks for any new subscribers to the channel. What's up, Ralph Cooper and Cryptoholic and Somali Phillips? Guys, thanks so much for tuning in. Everybody, much love to the Blue Crew. I'll see you guys very soon. Thank you. BTC community, XRP community, DLT community, crypto community, Blue Crew, and all the communities out there. Keep an eye out for the shorts coming soon, highlights from the stream. The future is distributed ledger technology, and the future is bright. Still XRP. Our future is bright. Adios.